Okay, so welcome back. I sure hope that you've enjoyed this tutorial series so far. What I want to do now is I just want to point you in the direction of a couple great resources that can help you kind of strengthen and extend your spreadsheet skills. I'm going to start with a really great resource. If you ever forget any of the stuff that we talked about in this tutorial series, well, you can always go back to the tutorial and watch them again. But if you want to kind of get a different perspective, I really recommend this website. It's the inpix.net website. And right now I'm at the calc section, which is right down here, this calc section down here. This is a great website that provides pictorial tutorials, picture tutorials. Okay, there's no videos on here, but it's just picture tutorials that walks you through steps, all the different basic fundamental steps of using a spreadsheet. Here I'm on the calc page right here, and you will see here that there's a division or there's a bunch of different tasks that you can review, everything from basic calculations, adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing, some more advanced calculations, okay, creating formulas, formatting worksheets, okay, if you want a little bit more information about how to format text, because we didn't really talk too much about that. I really sort of just touched on it very briefly. We had that example where I showed you how we could format something in a currency format, but we didn't really go much beyond that. But if you want to learn more about, more manipulating data, that sort of thing, autofill, which is something we didn't talk about, but is a really handy tool, as well as kind of freezing panes and creating charts and that sort of thing. This is a great resource. Here's another few examples. We talked about functions, right? And we learned how to use the sum function, but there's a few other functions that you'll find really useful. Okay, one of them is the average function, okay, that helps you calculate averages. Another one is the maximum value function that allows you to automatically find the maximum value in a range of data. And so this tutorial, even though it's aimed at absolute beginners, still gives you a lot of information. It's a great reference, okay? So if you ever want to just quickly look something up, I really recommend having this particular site bookmarked on your computer so that you can just quickly go through and just look things up, particularly when you're first learning about spreadsheets. And there's other tutorials here too that are really handy. I recommend you have a look at those when you have a chance, because there's some really cool things there too. But this is something that I kind of keep. This is really, really handy. It's a good fundamental overview of some real core concepts that are important when it comes to using spreadsheets. Now, if you want to extend your spreadsheet skills, if you want to get really good at it, then I recommend my other Udemy course called Developing Better Spreadsheet Skills. And this is where I pretty much pick up where we leave off, okay? And we go a little bit beyond. We pick up some new handy spreadsheet skills, okay, where we learn a little bit more about spreadsheet navigation. I give you some more formatting tricks, okay. We talk about writing some more advanced functions. We start with a quick review of functions, and then we go a little bit deeper, and actually quite a bit deeper, where we start to do some really cool functions that are kind of beyond what you can really imagine. It's really cool. And then I also kind of give you some tips on how to use data cleanup tools. This is a fun course. I really had fun putting this together. And the nice thing is that the prerequisites you need, okay, to do this course is exactly the course you just finished, okay? If you finish this course successfully, my kind of step-by-step spreadsheets for beginners course, if you're confident with that, then you are ready to take this Developing Better Spreadsheet Skills, because this is exactly, that's exactly the prerequisite to this course, okay? So this is the next logical step when it comes to extending your spreadsheet skills. Okay, so I recommend that you have a look at this. It's only an hour long. It's not a terribly long course, and you can actually preview quite a few of these lectures as well too, if you're curious as to what exactly you're going to be learning. Okay, you see here that I do a review of the sum function, but then we go on and we learn about things like the sum if function, and we do a whole bunch of other things. We talk about absolute and relative addresses and all sorts of cool things like that. So it's a fun course. I've had a lot of great feedback about it, and I hope that you'll enjoy it. Okay. So that's what I recommend. I'm also going to leave you with some a list of links and helpful links, and I wish you all the best of luck in your learning journey. I hope that you have a lot of fun with spreadsheets. I think spreadsheets are really useful, and I hope that you do too. So thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next and very final video.